Of what's going on here. Tien not going to be able to land anything, and Ona's going to grab the second kill onto this tree. 369, he could do nothing but watch.
Such a devastating hit, and the thing is, you're flashless, you're going top lane to try and support 369 so you can crash the wave, but in a 2v2 against Sejuani Rumble, you stand no chance.
Oh, Faker finds yet another knockup.
Kill he got earlier, part of the first strike, part of the massive CS lead, already 1,000 gold up in the matchup.
Yeah.
And we saw before when he had that lane swap situation, fell behind, still was super impactful in the Rumble. Now he's in a scenario where he's very fed already, looking real good for him.
Well, there's an equalizer. That's going to kill a wave as well as get a flash out of 369. Meanwhile here, another attack on the bottom side as both junglers making their way in. Control Lord goes through T1, get the information that it's an even matchup, and they are going to back away.
Looks like this could be a Dragon Op for T1, ending up pushing back the Leona. They have full prio in mid, and breaking through this choke point with Keria having level 6 is just off the cards. 369, flashless topside. T1 winning everywhere again, and it's just going to be the Dragon going over uncontested. There's nothing this Ivern can do with level 6. It's not a spike he can use to really actually impact a fight like this. Not quite like a Zyra ultimate, not quite like
on.
Battle Dance Grand Entrance, not quite going to work out here as Tien going to get a flash out of Zeus in trade for his own. Mako was up here as well, though, as a big investment as far as bodies towards the top side. And T1 already on these grubs, should be one of them out of this second 3 to go over to Owner at least. They might be able to stick around, and 6 grubs when they have so much power in side lanes with this Rumble Yasuo. It's going to mean that these turrets could be really in trouble. There's the 5th and the 6th, not looking like it's going to be contested anytime soon. And from an early game, there was just T1 finding, like, this was at what, 5-6 minutes? Well, a very small one. As Top Esports, ooh, almost right there for the answer. Faker is going to be able to go in before the rest of them do turn up. As now Owner's moving in. There's the Glacial Prison. Doesn't get any knockups with the Arctic Assault, and so Mako is going to be okay for the moment. There is, of course, the brush that was set up by Tien already there. Faker still looking for a little bit more here as the Steel Tempest is going to run through the minions. Jackie Love and Gumayushi still trading blows as Keria moving back down towards this bottom side once again. Mako and Tien in the area, though. He knows that. He is game number 4 now. See whether he can turn it around mid-game, though. He is behind a lot of farm, but we know the value an Ivern can have as we get later and later as Owner's moving on up. 369 is going to be pushing forward. And this is looking a little bit dicey. Some Alcove Gaming going to come on in. Let's see whether the Cassante can do some Cassante things. And it looks like T1, they were thinking that that might be happening as the race will be started by TES with a lot of people moving up that river. Daisy getting aggressive. Teleport to come in, though. As you can see, Faker wanting that flank angle. He's on this ward. They're wanting to find that opportunity. The Glacial Prison does go wide. There's the Grand Entrance, and there is the last breath to land on the Cream. The flash over the wall. The Corki going to be taken out of the fight, but can they win the rest of it? Is going to be the question. The Equalizer avoided relatively well. The slowdown on Mako, but the health bar on 369 is massive. He goes all out. He's dancing around the fight. Is Faker against the shield, and the Steel Tempest will take down 369 in the end. The flash forward from Mako, the desperation, but the feathers are there, and so is Jackie Love. He's dashing forward. He's trying to find these low health bars. There's Guma. He's flashing the triple kill for Jackie. Make that a quadra. And Top Esports are back in the game.
Huge team fight from Jackie Love, just slowly moving forwards on this Ezreal, landing the Mystic Shot.
Get himself out of the way.
It would be huge if Top Esports get it, but also just the Cinders, the extra ability haste for Corki and Ezreal can be so massive.
Yeah, Solar Flare coming on through. That is going to be Cream teleporting on top of an Equalizer that was put down for the minion wave. All out comes in. Keria just quickness to make sure that everyone's sharp, but the double Q will connect. 369 likely to go down, but they'll take a 2-for-1 any day of the week in this game state.
He also denies the kill there from Owner, meaning that Keria is going to pick, so walks out from the Sejuani. Faker will get a turret here in exchange, but it is going to be a turret for turret. First brick going, however, to T1.
Instead. Sorry, that was a play with the play. T instead.
Yeah, still a squishy Ivan. You know, nothing's changed there. Still vulnerable if you're caught out. And
untiltable.
You read it left to right. Sometimes he starts on a 9, but he always gets there in the end.
Yeah, you just don't know which part of the order you're up to, right? Faker going to get rid of this top outer turret, and they're not out of the woods just yet. As T1 going to utilize this Rift Herald, try and get some work done on this outer turret. Should be able to get a charge out of Shelly. And the turret ripe for the taking, but isn't going to be giving dangerous around that fight.
And now Jackula can play up aggressively in mid, start to harass with the poke, and T1 want to find an engage to stop it from happening.
Yep, Solar Flare is going to come on through here as Daisy's going to get knocked up. Faker goes in with the ulti on to Mako, who's taken out by the Sejuani of all people. Zeus off to the side with that equalizer. Doesn't do a massive amount. They've got their one pick, but they have to sacrifice a bunch of their health bars in order to get it.
The big thing as well, a lot of ults used and giving TS the confidence, even though support down, looking to contest. If you saw Jackal Arcane shift in towards the end of that play, he's still looking for angles.
Yeah, gonna have to flash out of the way of that one as Gumayusi is so incredibly low. Has to Feather Storm, True Shot Barrage, just barely misses. And that is even Blade Caller value there from Gumayusi, but he has to go back home. He's on about 100 health.
And you mentioned the ultimates used there. Zeus committing his just to make sure they end up killing Mako. But
it's huge. One of the mid-game spikes for top esports, and they need to deny this next dragon from T1.
Mako gonna press that W, keep himself healthy, and you can see Tien just raining shields down on his team. Every single time anyone's moving forward, he has an extra one. And T1 wanting to get control of mid before they do anything else. Cream pretty dangerous with this burst damage. We mentioned the item spikes that did come in. Zeus on a flank angle. It's looking pretty scary as well. If they can get behind the tree line, so to speak, Tien's going to put up. This could be big, and there it is! Tien already taking so much damage, the redemption comes down, but it doesn't let Jackula. He dies in the blink of an eye. They trade it for the Rumble, though. 369 still trying to get out of there as Gumayusi trying to chase through, and Faker is able to clear up the rest of them. They didn't even need the Xayah in the fight, as it turns out, as Cream is going to die. Gumayusi comes in, some casual auto attacks, and who cares about Dragon when you can kill a purple worm?
And what a beautiful approach to the team fight. You saw T1 working independently, corralling them in. The approach here was so...
They did. Drop the equalizer, press the flame spitter, down goes the Ezreal. You've got an AD carry, you don't, and the Yasuo is just so tanky with this gauntlet in his inventory. There's just no winning the fight from there. Tian also
Oh, another TP coming in here from Fit. He's just back again.
Better type vibes as the equalizer does go down, and Jackula, he wants Arcane Shift over. He needs to, and he's still dead. Faker is going to put his sword into him. And T1, they're still pushing forward. They've got a Baron now. It's only 1,600 on the Baron play so far. As okay, that's an aggressive move as Carrier once again taking matters into his own hands. Doesn't even go down as they've taken one for now. This might be an opportunity though. They're all out, but Ona, he is out. He's just going to walk away from it. The frontliners just kind of limping after that, but that's all they need to do. As T1's push is at least going to be stopped. Featherstorm, and Gumayusi just throws the feathers at him and he dies.
And at this point, T1 are just outplaying top esports every time.
And it only empowers Faker to be even stronger with this ultimate as well, as he gets the knock up onto 369 there. Carrier gets himself out, getting the information here, but top esports immediately remove those wards. All 5 members grouped up, they're looking for the goat. Faker not going to give his back to 369. There was a solar flare, lands on it too, and there is the Q. It's a follow-up. Gonna be enough. Carrier says absolutely, and then gets himself out of there. Faker could be in trouble though, and top esports stand their ground because Gumayusi, he just wasn't there for that one. It is only one kill though for now, and they do send Cream home. So a 4v4 here in this mid lane as the action ends.
They're looking for more, though. They want to take out this turret. Bounty's up. Only 2 minions here. Teleport to keep it alive as they really want this turret gold.
Yep, they should be able to get it as well. Cream keeping those minions up, and with the 5-man, they will be able to get there. 45 seconds.
Same for Faker. All it takes is one big knock-up. With this amount of prior, this amount of vision control,